Hi everyone, welcome back again right here on Sports Jazz. Josh and myself, we are back. We promise you we would be back to talk about the preview, the game that is happening this weekend. The only game that is allowed to be watched, the only game that is allowed not to be missed. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about none other than Man United versus Chelsea EPL over the weekend. Josh, how prepared are you for the game? Are you excited?
Very
I am
excited
not
because
excited, unfortunately. I am
why?
not.
Why are you not excited? They're very
'Cause-
exciting times that we are living in. Unless
Well,
unless you're not a Manchester United fan, but if you are,
I
then the times are just the right times for you to
that sounds like
wait
blackmail.
on a game. No, but I mean, we have a former, we have a legend, a former striker, as interim manager, going to face a very tricky side.
Road Van
And
Nistelrooy,
yeah, and
legend, scored 150 goals for Man United. I
exactly.
remember he helped the club win the EPL trophy back in 2003. Leaves as a player, goes to Madrid, goes wherever he goes, comes back now, of course, from PSV, where he won a trophy, comes back as a player, as an assistant for Ten Hag. Unfortunately, Ten Hag is shown the back door, and here he is as the interim manager, going to manage his first EPL game at the Theater of Dreams this weekend. Josh, hit it. Let's go.
Yeah, very exciting times. I mean, Ruud van Nistelrooy is a guy who needs no invitation to scoring goals. I mean, he's a guy who scored a lot of goals and gave us great memories while he was a player. But
A lot of
it's a
memories.
different seat. It's a different seat when you're a manager at a football club. But I don't have any problems with Ruud van Nistelrooy and experience as a manager because he had several spells. I mean, he coached the PSV academy. He coached the national team. Sorry, he was called on to help with the national team in two different spells. He was at
Mm,
the 2014 World Cup with Gus Hiddink, um, and yeah, when he went back to PSV proper in his first assignment as a full manager of PSV, he won he won them a Dutch Cup, and he was
mhm.
on the verge of winning the title had he not resigned, citing a lack of support from the staff and players at PSV at that time. But for
Correct.
me, I continue to believe that maybe he resigned because the club chose to sell the players that they sold when they sold them. He was very near to winning that league in that season. But
Mm.
players like Cody Gakpo were sold and maybe didn't sit down very well with him. But he's coming. He's at Old Trafford. He's at Old Trafford. He's happy to be there. He's willing to work, grind, and make sure that United comes out on top. So it's a good time. It's all good.
It's all good. I'm happy. I can't be happy. Rather, can't be happy enough for him. I'm very glad that he's taking over as interim. I mean, it's a dream come true to be a player coming back to a club that you played for where you won very many trophies and coming back as an assistant. Then later, within months, within actually 4 months, you're an interim manager. Some have had hoped for that he would be, when we won the game, was it on Wednesday? The game or Tuesday, the game against Leicester City, where we beat them 5-2. Rio Ferdinand was seen in one of the clips saying, "Give him give him the contract, whatever figures he asks for, let him sign the contract." But I wasn't very, very,
After winning the
amazed.
Leicester game,
Yeah, after winning the Leicester game, so you could see.
yeah, the euphoria can catch up with you and the people who were managing Man United at the time. Sorry, the
Mm,
people who were behind the scenes when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came in as a caretaker manager, they got
yeah,
excited. They got excited by what he had done, especially overturning that
He,
Champions
he,
League
he
with
he had
PS.
a streak of around how many? He went unbeaten in the Premier League for around 8 games
Yeah,
or
so I
nine.
mean, yeah, they got excited and they did give the wrong man the job, and you see what happened. We wasted 3 years.
Wasted 3 years. But Josh, don't say wasted 3 years. That
No, we
man, I
did
think he
waste three
finished
years.
second.
No, we did waste 3 years. Believe you me. Vibes and inshallah, vibes and inshallah. Every
Yeah.
weekend.
Anyhow, once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Josh and Isaac, Sports Jazz. We are looking at the preview: Man United versus Chelsea this weekend at Old Trafford, and of course, under that we have your boy Ruud van Nistelrooy, the interim manager currently, who's going to be in charge of 4 games. He's already won one against Leicester City. Another challenge or test is for this weekend, playing against one of the best, not the best anyway. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but well, one of the I don't want to call him promising, Josh, because he's already old, and I feel it's unfair to say promising, but one of the good managers currently in EPL, and that is Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's Enzo Maresca. And if to look at the last 5 matches, United have won two, lost one, drew two. Chelsea lost two, won two, drew one. And if we were to go to the head-to-head record, in the last 5 matches, Man United has won two, two draws, and Chelsea has only won one. In the Premier League, 28th April 2022, United drawing with Chelsea 1-1 at Old Trafford. Then October 2022, still Chelsea drawing with Man United at Stamford Bridge 1-1. Then we go ahead last season in May, Premier League, United thrashing Chelsea 4-1. December, last season, still in the Premier League, United beating Chelsea 2-1. And of course, later, was it towards the end of the season, last season, which was in April 2024 this year, where United was beaten 4-3 at Stamford Bridge. So, Josh, we also see we have players that are not available. But before we come to that, I want you to give me a clear picture of what we should expect from Nestre, or what Nestre should also expect from Enzo Maresca, because Maresca also has a very good squad. He has a very good squad, but I understand, by the way, Sancho is not going to be around. Sancho is not, he's around, but the clause and everything, that they don't allow him to play
Yeah, in the
against Man
Premier
United.
League, they do not allow you to play against
No,
your
but that
parent
is
club.
no, that is up to the parent club. If they're okay with it, you can always play, from what I hear.
Yeah, but it's not so often that the parent club is
No,
okay
it's
with
not.
it. Yeah, I mean, most of the time the parent club is not okay with it, and Jadon Sancho will not play. But for
Mm,
me, I would have loved for Jadon Sancho to be the one playing tomorrow's game, sorry, Sunday's game, than Pedro Neto, because Pedro Neto is some other old kettle of fish. There is
correct.
something that Pedro Neto gives you that Jadon Sancho may not give you. Jadon Sancho can be played out of a game, whereas Pedro Neto will just keep coming at you. Kick him, pull him, whatever you do, he will just keep coming at you. But if Jadon Sancho does not like what you're doing to him in the first few minutes of the game, he might just um, lose it and not give
It would have been nice to
100%.
see him play. It would have been nice to see him sad after United beat Chelsea, and he
No,
has
no,
been
no,
part
no.
of the
He's going to
squad.
be
That's
sad.
what I
He's
would have
going to be
wanted.
sad nonetheless. He's going to be sad whether he's in the stands or on the bench. He
Well,
will
you
be
can always
sad
say, I
at the
never played.
final
I could have
whistle.
made a difference.
It does not matter. He'll be sad at the final whistle because he's going to see things that are very different than
Eh,
what he knew. He will
Talking
even
about
think
things that
that
are going to
this
be
is
very
another
different, Josh.
Manchester United side. But
Exactly. That's what I want.
Enzo
Yeah.
Maresca is a very decent manager. Enzo
Mm,
Maresca is started the season very well. He's scoring goals for fun. Of course, he already has the squad, but for me, Chelsea plays like a post-primary team. I mean, they have a lot of Okay, they're free spirited. They score goals for fun. They just keep
Josh, that is
running.
not fair. That is not
No,
fair
it
to you to
is.
say that
It
Chelsea
is.
plays like a post-prime.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean,
No,
if
no,
you
no,
do,
no, Josh. Come on, that
no,
is not
if
fair.
no, you have to appreciate where I'm coming from. I mean, post-primary
Okay,
teams
walk
are
me through
actually
it.
very good.
Walk me through it.
Post-primary
Yeah.
teams are very good. They have high-scoring games. They have games that could end 22-2, and Chelsea scores goals for fun. They create. They don't only create chances, but Enzo Maresca has found a way to have the players finish off the chances that they do create. Most of the time, Chelsea attacks, it leads into a goal because they do have the players that have a knack for scoring goals. I mean, you cannot imagine Cole Palmer being on the ball in front of the box and he fluffs his chances. You cannot imagine the Nicholas Jackson, the transformation that he has had from last
I don't
season
feel.
to this season. He
I
used
know.
to
I don't
score,
feel him, yo, but it's proving me wrong. Unfortunately, this
but he
season.
did even last season. I mean, bar the penalties that Cole Palmer took, he was the second top scorer of Chelsea, and he could have been the top scorer of Chelsea with about 26 goals had he been on pens, because
Mm.
Cole Palmer racked up 10 penalties that season, and he scored all of
Josh,
them.
Josh, 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 Josh,
Yeah,
Josh. You know
yeah.
why I'm calling your name back to back. Stop. I don't know why you keep man squeezing Cole Palmer. He's proven, Josh. He has proven
I
himself
have not said
that he's
anything
worth the
different.
money
I have
Chelsea
not said
paid for
anything
him
different.
to get him from Man City. How much was he? 42 million pounds? So
Yeah,
for you
but
to say that he scored only 40 go what did he say? I rather penalties, 20 penalties. It is
no,
not
he
fair.
did score
At
the
the end
10
of the day,
pens.
penalties are also counted as goals. Penalties
I
win
have
trophies.
I have
Penalties
not said
qualify or take
anything.
you to the next stage.
I have
Come
not
on,
said
man.
anything different.
You're
I have not
discrediting
said
the guy.
anything different. And no, I'm not discrediting the guy. It is very difficult to score from 12 yards. I mean, if you was asked to take 10 penalties and you do score all of them, you're an exceptional player in that regard. And he did score 20 goals. That means he scored another 10 on top of the pens. But I'm just saying that Nicholas Jackson could easily have been Chelsea's top scorer with 26 goals. But the point I'm making here is his transformation under Enzo Maresca this season is a joy to watch. I mean, he's scoring all sorts of goals. I mean, he can tap in, he can side foot the ball. He's doing very many things that would remind Chelsea fans of Didier Drogba, Yves Tebide. So I mean, it's a good fixture. It's a good fixture. Manchester Chelsea doesn't have a lot of injured players. Actually, the kid they have who is injured may not be your favorite player to start games. But Manchester United, on the other hand, is going to be another animal under Ruud van Nistelrooy in the floodlights at the theater of dreams. Believe me, believe me, it's just going to be too too intense, too
Josh.
intense for United to be able to get something positive from this game. We must actually we must actually give Chelsea a very intense game. Chelsea has a very good players all over the pitch. They do
That
have
is correct.
players in midfield who are very good at winning the ball, very good
Very
at
good.
using the ball, and they're not shy of putting in a tackle. So, I mean, if we do play Casemiro, like I think we shall, because Eriksen is he withdrew from the squad on Wednesday with a concern, which is not yet
Mm.
clear. So I don't think he'll be ready for the game. So we will play Casemiro, and Casemiro often has been guilty of taking too much time on the ball. And they have players like Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo Fernandez,
Lavia,
who are more
correct.
than eager, yeah, who are more than eager to nick this ball off you. But I think the intensity and the love that the fans will show at Old Trafford to Ruud van Nistelrooy in his first Premier League game will be
Yeah,
just too much for Chelsea to take.
that is what I want to talk about, Josh. That is what I want to talk about. Um, as I see, Josh, you hear me?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
hear myself.
100%.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. I see Nelson says, hi, Isaac and Josh. I'm excited for the Chelsea game to see Rude moving out of the tunnel with the team. I only expect three changes: Onana, Holland for Zaxi, and Mazarawi for Lindelof. Josh, you see that? Do you expect any
100%.
changes?
100%. I think we on the same wavelength with Nelson, because those are exactly the players that I see changing. We need fresh legs, and Rasmus Højlund was kept out of that fixture only for the purpose of giving him fresh legs in the Chelsea game. So I expect Rasmus Højlund to start up top, and Mazraoui to come back in place of Lindelof, and of course Andre Onana will come back in between the sticks. So
Well,
yeah, for
before
me, those are the guys that I do think will
Nelson,
that's the
later on we are going
substitution
to
is going to
request
make.
you. Nelson, later on we are going to request that you help us send your starting 11. But your quick insights into the game, Josh. Man United are unbeaten in their last 11 home games against Chelsea with 5 wins and 6 draws. And despite trailing in stoppage time, Chelsea won their last Premier League game against Man United, the game that I talked about earlier at
Yeah,
Stamford
that's why
Bridge.
we have to correct the
That was a
wrongs.
high-end scoring goal, 4-3. That's
Yeah,
why we have to do it.
we have to correct the wrongs. I mean, it was a very painful game. We lost it in a manner that was very painful. I mean, we at one point in the game we were sailing through, we were clear, and then shit happened the way it happened, and we lost the game.
That is
I
correct.
lost
But I hope.
sleep. I lost sleep that night.
How could you have lost sleep, Josh?
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't imagine how professional players would drop off in concentration in a manner like that, because Cole Palmer was at the edge of the box and no one picked him up, but three players pointed at him.
Well, you know what, Josh? I wanted us to look. I know we touched it slightly, but let's try to look at the style of play between, or rather, we compare Nestroy and Enzo Maresca. Maresca is a huge fan of the 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. With the keeper joining, and which allows that. I mean, he pushes the fullbacks inside and keep four in the back line. And we see Nestroy is a fan of the 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. And sometimes he also drifts. We saw over the weekend, sorry, a few days ago, 2 days ago, he also he kind of changed to a 4-3-2-1. I mean, comparing the style of play, the knowledge of football that each of these managers, I mean, is moving around with, who do you expect to have an edge over the other? I personally, I
100%.
think Enzo Maresca.
Yeah, 100%. When you talk about the experience of the two managers, you can easily say that Enzo Maresca has an edge. When you look at the squad that Enzo Maresca has at his disposal, and the things that he
United
likes
also
to
have
do
a very
on a,
good squad on paper, though.
no, no. Just hear me out. I mean, when you look at the players that he has, the squad that he has, he can
Mm.
easily pick out two strong teams. But Manchester United, with all the injuries that we do have, I think about 8 players are out. Ruud van Nistelrooy doesn't have a lot to pick from that squad, so he has a few players who are available, and those are the players who must really turn it on. It's a plus that. Um, we did win the game on Wednesday. I mean, it's a boost because the beast was awakened in Enzo
It's a
Fernandez
boost.
and
It's
Casemiro.
a boost, but I was not so contented with how we won, Josh.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
don't
it
have to be
wasn't that.
contented, because you sat here before and you told me that you don't really want to know how much possession a team has. All you
We are
want
not
to
talking about
see is
possession, Josh.
a result, and you got a result. The fans were excited. You scored 5 goals in a football match at Old Trafford. For a very long time, you had not even managed a goal. So, I mean, it was a beautiful thing to see. But on Enzo Maresca, the style that is the, s- the style of play of Enzo Maresca is very elaborate, and much as Ruud van Nistelrooy's thoughts are also elaborate, he does not have enough time as Enzo Maresca has had with the Chelsea squad. And the Chelsea squad has rewarded Enzo Maresca with the performances they have put in. And Ruud van Nistelrooy has only had one game, and you can say the same, that they've rewarded him with by appreciating the instructions that he put out to them. So I think that it will be a high scoring game, simply because the two managers set out in a manner to get the maximum goals in a football match. And the Chelsea guys are now used to it. Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, Pedro Neto, they're all enjoying their football. They're getting on the score sheet. Uh, Ruud van Nistelrooy, his style of play is going to actually use the wings a lot. Garnacho and Rashford should have their scoring boots on, because when those two players come into the fold, United will not have a problem beating Chelsea.
Yeah. By the way, earlier on I'd said Nistroy won, but just to correct everyone that is what he didn't. He finished second, Josh. Yeah, as he said.
Yeah, yeah, he
Uh,
did. He didn't finish
at
second. He
PSV.
resigned before the season ended.
Yeah, before the season. But the team was in. Okay, when they resigned, the team finished in second place, I
Yes,
think.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But Josh, I'm worried for Nestroy. I'm worried for Nestroy on Sunday. I'm really worried for him. I
I'm
don't know
not.
whether,
I'm not. You know,
because
I
I mean,
have.
I'm looking at everything from the players to the managers, and Enzo Maresca has an edge, not just an
I'm
edge,
so.
but
I'm so excited.
he's.
I'm so excited. It feels like the first time that he came to Old Trafford, and that he came to Manchester
I'm
United,
happy he
and
won over the weekend,
I
though.
was waiting for his debut. I mean, this is a guy that Alex Ferguson had touted for quite some time, but he got that injury in 1995, so it wasn't very easy for Ferguson to bring him at the time that he wanted to bring him. Maybe it would have been part of the treble winning season, but
Mm.
he kept tabs on him. He kept checking on him, and just a few
Finally,
years
brought him on.
later on, he brought him on, and
The
us
rest is
who are,
history.
yeah, the rest is history. But us who are really interested in this Dutch player who was coming from PSV Eindhoven, we were very excited for his debut, and it feels like that tomorrow. It feels like there's a new aura. There's some good feel good factor and a certain belief that Ruud van Nistelrooy will be able to do it.
But he should be able to do it because he has the advantage. He's already won the game
He
against
doesn't have that,
Leicester.
but
Okay,
yeah,
midweek. No, he has,
yeah.
Josh. Okay, as you say, that is a huge morale boost for him and for the team too, for the players. Now, on top of that, the fans, and he's going to be at home. He's going to be at Old Trafford. You know, Strentford, that Strentford wing when they start. So when they start rather supporting, so he has the whole, almost the entire crowd, almost 3,000 of the of Old Trafford. They are going to be wowing for him. They are going to be cheering on him. They are going to be pushing for attack, attack, attack. So I mean, that is also an advantage for him. He should use that, and I hope the players do not let him down.
No,
Although I'm
I,
just worried about our midfield matching Chelsea's midfield. I'm worried about
we
that.
don't,
They
we
have
don't have,
they have
we
Cole
don't have.
Palmer. We have Bruno Fernandes. We have Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for me, I don't think that we should set up in a manner to man mark them, or play in a way that we are going to use the midfield. I told you, Ruud van Nistelrooy likes to use his wings and to exploit them. That's why he actually plays a 4-4-2 sometimes, because he wants guys to cross the ball in. But we don't have We don't have wingers that cross the ball in so often. The modern day football has players
No, we
inverting,
don't.
and yeah, it will be very difficult for crosses to come in. However, um, us playing at Old Trafford, we should be attacking Chelsea because the weakest point in that Chelsea lineup is their back four. Their back four
That's what I
has
was
not
going to talk about.
only
Their
played a lot.
defense, yeah, correct. Their back four is weak. Their back
Yeah,
four
yeah,
is
yeah.
really weak.
So I mean, Rasmus Hoyland should be able to do things that are going to make Levi Colwill very uncomfortable. For me, in that
Well,
back
he's
line,
prone
my
to
best
mistakes, by
player,
the way.
yeah, my best player in that back line is Gusto. I love that player. I mean, he's
Very
a
good
very
player.
decent fullback, but Chelsea is questionable at the back. And United, I think our best players are also in our attacking areas. So I mean, if Fernandez, Garnacho, Rashford, and Rasmus Hoyland turn it on, I don't see why we don't put Chelsea to the sword.
Yeah, and by the way, on Wednesday they lost to Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. They were kicked out,
Yeah,
two
that's
nil.
what I was saying.
But
The
yeah,
contrasting
but I
results.
looked at their lineup. I looked at their lineup. They had some of their good players out. They had Madueke out. I think he came from the bench. Cole Palmer, did he play? I don't think he even played. Uh, anyway, Chilwell is not into the starting, but they had Nkunku leading the line, and we both know that's not his preferred position, although he can play that. Yao Felix was in. Is it Drewsbury? Yo, by the way, he's overrated. No disrespect to Chelsea fans.
Gisbury
Hall
Hall.
is overrated. He's overrated.
Is he
Then
overrated
you,
when he can't even
he,
get into the team?
well, he played yesterday. I mean, I know it's
No, yeah,
Carabao,
you
but
see
well,
the
he,
game
he
that
had
he
a chance.
played.
And of course, Disasi also with an own goal yesterday.
Another calamity.
Cucurella, yeah, and Jorgensen was in the goal, the keeper. But most of the Enzo Fernandez was in the midfield, and Veiga, sorry.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm trying to imagine the kind of play, rather the kind of squad they are going to have over the weekend. Players that Man United is going to face. It's going to be a hard one for Man United, Josh.
their
It's going to be
lineup.
a real
You
hard
want me
one.
to give you
Yep.
their lineup? The one I think that
Yeah.
will play. I
Yeah.
think
Let's talk
Enzo
about the predicted
Maresca.
lineup, Josh.
Yeah, I think Enzo Maresca in goal will go for Sanchez, and he will play James, Fofana, Colwill, Gusto, Caicedo, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson. But I hope that he doesn't go that way and he plays Enzo Fernandez in place of Lavia. Because for me, I believe the best player
He
at
likes Enzo
Chelsea
Fernandez, by the way. He's a huge fan. I saw him today,
is his
or rather
captain. He
yesterday,
gave him the armband.
saying something about him that he's okay, he should be fine. But yeah, I also see Sanchez in the goal. I see Gusto, Fofana, Colwill, James is back, and I believe he's going to play.
Yeah, yeah.
Caicedo, Lavia will start. I think he will start ahead of Enzo Maresca. So we might have Maresca,
Of
not Enzo
Enzo
Maresca, sorry,
Fernandez.
Enzo Fernandez on the bench, the two Enzos. Then Yamadweke Kopama, Neto. Neto should start. And
Yeah,
Jackson. And
Neto
goals are
will
going to
start the
fly in.
game. If
Goals.
you have
Because that's
seen,
the. See, before they lost to Newcastle, but over the weekend, they lost to Newcastle on Wednesday, but over the weekend, they were beaten. And Newcastle was beaten by Chelsea 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. So that in Newcastle packed this time when they were coming. Eddie Howe wasn't playing around. So Eddie Howe. So I also think this weekend United has to really brace because he's going to bring out all his top guns.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
all
yeah,
going
we
to come
shall also
swinging.
bring out our top guns. I love the fact that Manuel
Give me Josh
Ugarte,
the first 11. Who do you have
I,
in goal? Of
I
course,
love the
Onana, as Nelson
Yeah,
said.
but I love the fact that Manuel Ugarte has got into a position that he's finding his form. He's becoming more comfortable playing football and at Manchester United, and he will be the guy who is tasked with taking care of Cole Palmer because Cole Palmer runs into these pockets of space that make it very difficult for either center backs or the full backs to track. So you need a midfielder who is going to have the positional awareness and the level of concentration to know that there is a pocket of space in which Cole Palmer will run into. It does not mean that Cole Palmer will be nullified totally, because he's a very good player. He can find a way, but at least Manuel Ugarte on his day can manage that situation better. My predicted lineup has Onana in goal,
Correct.
Mazraoui at right back, Delict and
Nice.
Martinez at centre back,
Yep.
Dallo at left back,
Super.
Casemiro, Ugarte,
I like
Rashford,
that. Mm.
Fernandez, and Ganacho. Then Hoyland
Rashford,
will
where?
be leading.
Where do you
Yeah.
put Rashford? Right or left? Coming from the right or left?
No, he'll come from the right. He's more experienced, and he will have no trouble playing in that role. Whereas Ganacho might flinch at playing him out of position. So you want to have the best outcome in the game. But if these big games, somehow
You add
Rashford
on some,
always
you
stands
want to
out.
have one of your best players at the moment playing in his preferred position, and that is Ganacho.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I like the midfield of Ugat and Casemiro. I think with the anyway, let's wait. Another manager is
The
coming in, but
problem,
I think if they are well, I mean, if they get really well coached, I think they can protect the back line because you saw
and you know
against
that,
Leicester City when Casemiro was going up front, going ahead, and you saw he scored a brace. He could even have scored a hat trick. And Ugarte coming back, then Ugarte tries to go. Casemiro stays. At one point, they all stay trying to shield the back four. Although that didn't go out so well. I mean, it didn't work out so well, and that's why I'm saying I'm not really so much contented with with what I saw. We found a poor Leicester that didn't even have Ndidi in the midfield. So
yeah, but
maybe with him on
im-
something, I mean, it could have changed the results.
imagine, yes, we did find a poor Leicester side or a weekend
Yeah,
Leicester side, but we managed to put five past them. There are moments that you have found
but the
a
goals were not
weekend
that.
team.
Anyway, apart the three goals, I agree. The three
Did
goals,
they
the
cross
opening
the
goal.
line? You just told me that even pens are goals. So really,
Okay, even pens are goals. Or rather, you win. You win. And I see in your, or rather in our. Why am I keeping myself out? Our sick bay, as
because you are
always.
not no fun.
No, no, no. I'm a Man United fan. We have Harry Maguire out. Of course, Lenny Euro, it's known he's out, but it's rumored to be he's coming back on the 25th of this month. Sorry, of next, yeah, this month, November. Lenny
Yeah.
Euro. Yeah, Mazarawi, he's back. And of course, Kobe Mino, rumored to also be coming back the 25th of this month. Anthony, I'm not so sure. You saw he was crying when he was being taken off. Luke Shaw, I don't even want to know when Luke Shaw is coming, man. Toilet paper bones. Every time he's about to come back, he gets injured. Mason Mount, I hope when Amorim comes and officially takes on all those players, Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, Anthony, Maguire, Lindelof, all those players find the back door and they leave, man. I don't want them staying
Personally,
at United.
personally, I give Mason Mount. I give Mason Mount a breather just because he's not had a chance. He's never been
No,
fit
Josh,
at
he
the
had his,
club, so we don't know what he can
and we
give
paid a
us.
lot
He
of
has
money for
never been.
him. I don't know.
Yeah, he's never
Do
been
you
fit.
see him thriving under Amorim? No, I don't see him thriving
Let's
under
first
Amorim,
leave.
Josh.
Let's first leave thriving under which manager. Let's just talk about him being healthy. Can he be healthy?
Well, we've seen him play when he's healthy, Josh.
Yeah,
He's been
no, you
boring. We've
no,
seen
you
him play
see,
for the few games we've seen him play. He's been awful to me. I
yeah,
know. Yes,
but
he's a bit good when it comes to winning the ball back out of position, but uh, I don't know
can't
if it's
really
out
use
of
the
100.
ball.
I would rate him
But you
38.
see, Isaac. The thing is, you cannot be 100% when you're in and out of the team. I mean,
Exactly,
I
Josh.
told
That
you
is what I'm saying. We don't want injury-prone people. Enough. We've had enough with toilet paper bones. Luke Shaw. We don't need that again, Josh. Honestly speaking, tell me that you want him to stay at Man United. Excuse me, with a record, with everything that you see that is happening. I don't want him staying, Josh. I
No,
don't.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Amorim is going to show me what I want. I don't know if I will want Mason Mount. You know, he might just become very healthy during that spell, and he might be undroppable at the time. So I will have
yo,
to learn how that happens. Now
yo,
Nelson is on another
n- n-
level.
I know. That's what I was going to say. It's going to be an easy job for Onestroy against Chelsea. Players will be playing to prove a point against the poor start of the season. Some will play to impress the new manager. It's Old Trafford. I agree when he says some will be playing to impress the new manager. I mean, it's a double. The
Yeah,
interim,
true.
much as he has only a few games to manage, and the incoming manager who will be watching 120% wherever he'll be seated. He will be watching just to see who's, I mean, doing
Uh, he,
rubbish,
his game
who
is
looks
tomorrow.
good.
His
Yeah.
game is tomorrow. So Sporting Lisbon plays tomorrow against Estoril. Then
Mm.
he can be free to watch the game on Sunday.
He will be. He'll be free. He'll be available. Nelson goes on to say, expect the best football from both Fernandez and Rashford. When you talk about Fernandez, I don't know whether you're talking about Enzo, but no, I think you're talking about you're talking about Bruno Fernandez.
Bruno,
And yep, I would love to see Bruno bring his A game on Sunday.
he will.
Bruno,
The beast
Rashford,
was awakened over on
Ganacho.
Wednesday.
By the way, which players do you expect to? At least we know we have an idea. Those
Yeah,
who are likely to start, as per
yeah.
the predicted lineup. Which players do you expect to make an impact? Players you
Fernandez,
expect to shine
Fernandez, Rasmus Hoyland, and Delict.
again? Delict,
Yeah,
Fernandez,
Rasmus Hoyland and
Ugate,
Delict. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Ganacho,
Ogate.
and
You see, for me, when
and
you talk
Ganacho. For
about
me, that is for me
players to
three
look out
players.
for
Three
Manchester
players,
United, I
Josh.
always have
Me,
five.
no, me three, Josh. Three.
I
I
have
have
five.
Fernandez. I have Ugate and Ganacho, Starboy.
Yeah, me, Rashford, Ganacho, Rasmus Hoyland, the front three. Then there's Fernandez and Ugate. Then at the back there's Delict, Masrawi, and Dalo. I mean, and Andrew Nana. So really,
From the Chelsea side, I think Sanchez, Cole Palmer, much as I hate to say it, Jackson. Jackson is on form. He has proved that. By the way, as I keep on saying, I still rate him. I mean, I don't really rate him high. I still rate him somewhere there. But it turns out to be, I mean, he's proving a point. He's proving me he's having a good season. He's scoring goals. He's assisting. And
imagine he had a good season last season and you still didn't credit him for it.
no, it's just like one of those
I,
seasons
I
where
I
Lukaku
don't
scored how many
understand.
goals? It's just like one of those seasons where Lukaku
16,
scored. Was it 16
16.
goals? Well, we
But
still know it was still
Nicholas,
Bongoli Lukaku.
no, Nicholas Jackson is a bit more technical than Lukaku is. His
That's
first touch
correct.
is
That's
good.
correct.
His pass is good. The body feints are good. I mean, he's a much all round technically gifted player than Lukaku is.
And you think he's going to be rather he's a threat? Should Man United be worried
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah,
him?
yeah. Nicholas
The
Jackson,
defenders.
Cole Palmer. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer, and
If Lavia starts, I also think he will give us problems in the midfield. But anyway,
yes, yes, yes.
as you said, the only way for for Nestroy, to me, according to me, to beat their midfield, to beat Maresca's midfield, is going through the wings. But if they try to bring, but anyway, you never know, miracles happen.
And
It might come through the midfield, and
they have
United
very
outplays them.
robust fast wingers in Rhys James and Malo Gusto. I mean, these are guys who can catch Ganacho or Rashford on any day. But
But I
Rashford
expect
against,
Garnacho or Rashford to drop bodies. I
I
expect them
would
to
what
drop bodies, to
I
break
always expect.
ankles.
I expect Rashford to drop bodies because Rashford,
But I don't like those things he does
if
around
he
after
comes up
breaking bodies and
against
he wastes the
if
ball.
he if he comes up against Rhys James, I mean, Rhys James is not 100%. Yes, he came back and he's played 1 or 2 games, but Rashford has the beating of Rhys James any day, every day.
I also agree with you on that. If he's fully available, he's going. By available, I mean if he's fully fit, he's going to do wonders on Sunday. And now I can't wait for the game. Much as I'm worried, because man, the Chelsea
Why are
team is
you worried?
threatening.
Why are
No,
you
Josh,
worried?
the Chelsea team is threatening. Come on,
By the
they've
way, I
done
don't
well.
know why the game is on Sunday. Can we petition
Why?
for it to be brought closer?
Yeah. You want to swallow
That's
goals
how
this early?
excited I am.
I'm not excited to be. I'm excited that United will be playing, but I'm not excited because I mean, if you look at their, apart from this EFL Carabao game that they lost, where
You're too
even they had
timid.
some of their players, yes, I am rested. They beat Newcastle 2-1, Panathinaikos 4-1 in the Conference League. Of course, they lost to Liverpool 2-1, but Chelsea played better, according to me. Chelsea played better, and that they should have won that game.
You
Nottingham
told
Forest
me that
1-1,
doesn't matter.
Ghent 4-2, Brighton 4-2, Barrow 5-0, West Ham 3-0, Bournemouth 1-0. Yo, so they have as you said in your opening statements, they are not shy when it comes to scoring goals. They are very
Not
good.
at
They
all.
have goal scoring players in Maudweke, now Nkuku, of course, Cole Palmer with the Stunners,
And we
uh,
have to take care of Pedro Neto.
Jackson, Pedro Neto, very, very beautiful player, very beautiful player.
But
So it's worrying.
Ugarte has to have the best performance of his United career tomorrow. I mean on Sunday. Yet
You're saying,
he
yeah,
has to
okay.
perform very, very well on Sunday
He has
for
to.
us
He,
to
he has
have
to
a
pull out.
chance.
But all our teams, all our players have to play well. All our players have to play well.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And play well we shall.
All our players have to play well, and I mean, I hope we win. It's not going to be an easy game, yo. And by the way, of course, we already talked about this early in our earlier streams. It's official. The Ruben Amorim, the new manager, or is the new manager, uh, is the new Man United manager. Good news. I can't wait for the international break because I know 11th November.
Very,
That's when he takes. That's
yeah,
when he
very good
comes into.
news.
That's when he
Very good
steps
news.
at Carrington.
Yeah, very good news that Amorim is finally here, and you should know that uh, Ruben Amorim has been appointed as the head coach of Manchester
Mm,
United. Eric
mm.
Ten Hag was appointed as the team manager of Manchester
Yo,
United. You understand?
yeah, I understand
Amorim
the
is the
difference.
head coach of
Yeah.
Manchester United. What that
Mm.
means is, in the instance of Eric Ten Hag, he did not have the help around him to just to just coach the football on the pitch. But Amorim, with Ineos behind the scenes, they've appointed him as a head coach only to do that, to coach the
It's great
football.
to coach the
So I
football.
mean,
They don't want him
yeah,
distracted or what.
no,
They
not
want him to
distracted.
concentrate.
Eric Ten Hag was putting up fires everywhere. He had to deal
I
with
know.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He had to deal with Piers Morgan. He had to deal
Yeah.
with Jadon Sancho.
Piers
I
Morgan.
mean, yeah, he had to imagine a team manager of a club, but you're the one taking care of the mental illness of a player. You're the one
It's good.
suggesting where his
It's good they've
rehabilitation
told him
should
to
take
focus on
place.
football. That's why they told him he even has no veto when it comes to what? To recruitment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very important.
I
It's
think
very
he just only has
important.
to give ideas or rather maybe suggest names or something, and Vivel will be there to do his job as the head of recruitment, the
Yes,
recruitment department, which is
yes.
very good.
It's
Very,
very
very good.
important to note. And I mean, earlier on, maybe we didn't take notice of the same, but United fans should take notice that Eric Ten Hag was appointed as a team manager of Manchester United, whereas Ruben Amorim has been appointed as a head coach of
as a
Manchester
head
United.
coach.
Yeah, so I think that is very good. What Ineos is doing, Ineos will be behind the scenes and back the manager all the way, which is a very good thing.
Well, let's hope for the best. Let's wait and see how the game goes. I'm very much excited that we have a manager, that Eric Ten Hag is out. I will not lie. I will not pretend. I'm very much excited. I'm excited we won a game. It feels so good to win. And by the way, do you know that, why did I read that? Ten Hag had not yet scored 5 goals ever since he took over. What did they say? Had not yet scored 5 goals at Old Trafford. I don't remember what it was, Josh, but yeah, it's related to one of those records. That was after the game on Wednesday. So
Yeah,
he
but
was
he
he was
he
breaking
managed.
records, but
Yeah, he
for the
managed
wrong
to finish.
reasons.
Yeah, but he managed to finish third in the Premier League. So I mean,
And he won us a trophy.
do you
He won us
need
a
20
trophy, of course.
goals to win trophies?
Well, you do. You need goals to win trophies, Josh. You need goals to win
We
trophies.
just have to beat Chelsea. We don't need 20 goals against Chelsea, but we have to beat Chelsea. The players have to find a way to score, and for me, I believe that Rasmus Højlund will get on the score sheet.
Well, I think Ganacho is also going to get on the score sheet, Josh. He's going. He has to get on the score sheet, like it or not. Your man Rashford, I don't know. But if PSG comes in swinging with the money this coming summer, let them sell Rashford. I know you're not okay with it. I'm just
do,
saying, but that's me.
do you know Bacola? There's a player at PSG called Bacola. I mean, when PSG watches that boy, I don't think they can even think of paying 10 million pounds for Rashford.
That's how bad he is that we can't even
No,
get 10M.
no, the talent they have in that position, I don't think they will be wasting money.
Let's wait and see, Josh. But if they come swinging, I would let them have him. I have just read Ten Hag message to Man United fans, thanked everyone and omitted players. I'm with him on these players. Let him down. Really?
I agree with you. The players did let him down. I mean, you cannot tell me that you're the highest. You're the team that has created the most chances in the Premier League, and yet you're the team that has scored the least. What is happening
Yeah.
to
Josh,
the players on the
let me
pitch?
read. Let me read his real quick. I don't know. Let me also look it up because I see it's on. It's good for everyone to also see what he wrote. Uh, that's Ten Hag. Now I feel sorry. Now I feel
Nah, you
sorry,
don't.
Josh.
No, you don't.
No, seriously, I do feel sorry because I'm seeing something here. Uh, let me put it up on the screen.
The guy loved the club so much.
So much. I read
It
somewhere that he was heartbroken. Really, really,
Yeah,
really
he
heartbroken.
was. He was.
He was heartbroken. He didn't take
You
it
could
lightly.
tell. Yeah, you could tell.
He was heartbroken. But yeah, let me put it up on screen. There you go. You have it. It says, "Dear fans, let me start by thanking you. Thank you for always being there for the club, whether it was at the game far away or a tough match at Old Trafford. Your support has been unshakable. The atmosphere at Old Trafford has always been electrifying. Thanks to uh, thanks to you, I felt it many times. Also, in away games, it gave the team and me an incredible feeling to hear the United chants taking over the opponent's stadium, whether the game was in England, Europe, or during our summer tours. That is sad, by the way. That is very, very sad. And of course, you have dimwits in the comment section always saying funny, funny things. He goes on to say, I always enjoyed meeting Man United fans throughout the world, walking the streets and being able to chat with Man United, or rather with fans in England, Europe, Asia, Australia. the USA. You inspired me and radiated a strong sense of unity. That is what makes United supporters so special. But yo, he really loved the club.
Yeah, sure, he
He really
did.
loved. We won two clubs. Sorry, we won two trophies, achievements that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Of course, my dream was to bring more trophies to the cabinet. Unfortunately, that came to. I want to read where he's talked about the players. I wish Man United fans
He
nothing but
never.
success, trophies, and glory. Your
What
support and
Nelson is telling
warmth
you,
I
he said
received from everyone
everything.
at the club helped me.
He
Yeah,
thanks everyone but the players.
but the play. Oh, yo, I missed
Yeah,
that. In other words, they let him down. That is
yeah,
so. That is sad. That is sad. That is sad.
very.
Yeah. Let me read. And omitted players. Oh, okay. I get it now. It's sad, but yo, that's football. You win, you lose, and if you don't win, if you don't get results, you get the sack, unfortunately. And that is Eric Ten Hag for you. Uh, well, he was sacked. Josh, as man, as not that I'm happy. By the way, I wanted to give you something about Omorim. Omorim also did say something earlier
Amorim.
on. Amorim. Why do I keep calling him Omorim? Sorry. Amorim. I think they asked him about. Thank you very much for your support. I will not let you down. They were asking him about the game tomorrow, and he said he won't be letting the Sporting Lisbon fans. Some are happy. By the fans are divided, but the most fans happy, the most football fans that are happy are those of Braga and FC Porto. They are way over the moon. They are so happy that Amorim is stepping out and is leaving Portugal. That's why Portugal, or rather Sporting Lisbon, had put a very huge release clause for any Portuguese team that wanted to sign him. It was 30 million, Josh. 30
Yeah,
million. 30
yeah,
million
but
pounds
the
for
fans,
any team that wanted.
the fans are mad
The,
at them putting a clause so high for a home team signing him and making it so cheap for a team that comes from abroad to sign him
mm,
because at 10 million euros, it was very affordable for any team that wanted his services for as long as it was not playing in Portugal.
yeah, I'm reading news somewhere that Manchester United are reportedly in talks over a deal to sign Jamal Musiala next summer, with the Red
Now you're
Devils keen to block
talking.
that. No, Josh, listen, with the Red
Now you're
Devils
talking.
keen to make a blockbuster signing for Ruben. I think that is trash because I know
Yeah.
uh,
It's always
he's
trash.
supposed to sign a new deal. He's supposed to sign a new deal. So they're making
Yeah.
up stuff, anything. You know how those
They
agents
always
play.
make up stuff. They just have to tag Man United.
Yeah, and of course, Dallon Ruben Amorim, he's a fantastic coach and knows what he wants. He's perfect for the club. Very demanding is what I can expect. It's a perfect match for the club like this. He has high standards, and I hope it can be good. It can be a good match. That's what he told Sky Sport. Well, I'm reading something here. Anyway, yeah, let's skip that. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone that has been streaming with us. Josh and Isaac Sports Jazz. Thank you for taking your time staying on the stream. Please share, subscribe, share the videos, share the links. Let's get more subscribers. Let's be more. Let's get into the comment section. Josh, I can't hear you. I need the morale. Let's get into the
Yeah,
comment
thank you,
section. Into the
Nelson.
comment
Thank you,
section.
Nelson.
Anyway, everyone, guys, it's a pleasure. Nelson, shout outs to you as always. Sinan is not around. Liverpool fans like Peace who always come to troll us, but they always comment. Taji, Ziyad, Nick, who else? Josh, Aaron, very many,
Madia,
Madia,
Namatogo.
everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are signing out. Josh and Isaac. Cheers.